This diagram shows the Earth as seen from the Moon at the beginning of the Apollo 11 moonwalk. When the EVA began, 3 stations were tracking the lunar module at Tranquility Base. The Goldstone Apollo station in California was using the large 64-metre deep space antenna. Goldstone was the prime station for the lunar module throughout the moonwalk for both uplink and downlink. Voice and telemetry were sent from Goldstone to the Goddard Space Flight Center in Maryland and then on to Houston. Goldstone's television was sent direct to Houston. While the date was Sunday, July 20th in the US, in Australia it was the afternoon of Monday, July 21st. 2 Australian stations were waiting for the television camera to be turned on. First, the Honeysuckle Creek Apollo station outside Canberra was using its 26-metre antenna to receive signals from Tranquility Base. It was also handling the uplink and downlink for the command module, Columbia, through its wing station at nearby Tidbinbilla. Second, 300 kilometres to the northwest, the 64-metre dish of the Parkes Radio Telescope had been brought in as an auxiliary station to Honeysuckle. Parkes was capable of receiving but could not transmit to the spacecraft. The voice and telemetry received at Parkes was sent to Honeysuckle, where the best from the 2 stations was then sent on to Houston. Television from both Honeysuckle and Parkes was sent direct to Sydney, where NASA controller Charlie Goodman, seen at left, selected the best of the 2 for satellite transmission to Houston. As the lunar surface camera is turned on, both Goldstone and Honeysuckle Creek begin receiving video.
And we're getting a picture on the TV.
Honeysuckle video online.
Houston TV, we have both sides. 5-5. There's a great deal of
An incorrect switch setting at Goldstone means their picture is upside down for the first 30 seconds.
Goldstone Video, Houston TV. Goldstone Video, go ahead. Can you confirm that your reverse switch is in the proper position for the camera being upside down? By the position.
We will go to the reverse
opening I ought to have on the camera.
We are in reverse.
Roger, thank you.
Once that is corrected, it becomes apparent that the picture being sent to Houston from Goldstone is very dark. Viewers can just make out the silhouette of Armstrong's boots and legs as he descends the ladder.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming.
The picture being received at Goldstone is excellent, as is suggested by this still photo. The problem seems to lie in the settings for the conversion equipment that sends the picture onto Houston.
Okay, I just checked, getting back up to that first step.
Meanwhile, in Australia at Honeysuckle Creek, with its smaller antenna, a good picture is being seen. Using his handheld Super 8 movie camera, Honeysuckle's video tech Ed von Renwaard records Neil Armstrong coming down the ladder.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
A momentary flaring is seen as Ed attempts to brighten the TV picture. Armstrong checks getting back up the ladder.
Okay, I just checked, getting back up to that first step.
Days before the moonwalk, a decision was made to allow Australian TV viewers to see television direct from Honeysuckle and Parkes via the Sydney Video Centre. About 5 seconds after Ed's unofficial Super 8 film begins, the Australian network switched from Goldstone's picture to the local picture coming from Honeysuckle Creek.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. Neil, we can see you coming. Okay, I just checked, getting back up to that first step. That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy. That's a pretty good little jump. Buzz, this is Houston. F2, 1/160th second for shadow photography on the sequence camera. At the foot of the ladder. The limb footpads are only depressed in the surface about
55 seconds after Australian TV switches to the picture from Honeysuckle, Houston also selects Honeysuckle's video for the international broadcast just before the first step.
The limb footpads are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2
All
inches.
stations, we have just switched video to Honeysuckle.
Very, very fine grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At the start of television, the moon is too low in the sky for Parkes to receive stable telemetry and TV. However, as the signal improves over the next few minutes, Charlie Goodman at Sydney Video announces that he has a good picture from Parkes 9 minutes into the broadcast.
I got Parkes made in the daylight 4 p.m. Well, receiver 1. Broadcast 1. Sydney Video, Houston TV, or Houston TV, Sydney Video.
This Houston TV, go ahead.
Please be advised I have a very good picture from Parkes. Shall I give it to you?
Roger.
Do you have it?
Roger, beautiful picture. Thank you.
Oh,
My first picture here.
All stations,
We're switching to Parkes at this time.
Fine. We're going tape chain, going manual for a minute. Thanks.
Roger, Neil, we're reading you loud and clear. Let's see, get some pictures and the contingency sample.
Viewers worldwide stay with a Parkes picture until the end of the moonwalk. However, at Honeysuckle Creek, Ed von Renward continues to record unique segments with surprisingly good quality, some of which is better than NASA's official archive. This includes his footage 2.5 hours after the moonwalk finishes of the astronauts' backpacks being dumped down the ladder. Ed's film seems to be the only surviving record of that event.